Ladies and gentlemen, today we are here to talk about something deeply significant, something that speaks to the very core of who you are. Life is not merely a collection of random events, it is a stage on which you must take the lead role. The world is chaotic, unpredictable, and often unkind, but within that chaos lies immense potential for growth, strength, and transformation. Each of you has the capacity to rise above the noise, to confront the challenges of existence, and to emerge stronger, wiser, and more capable. But it requires an awakening, a deliberate choice to stop living passively and to start embodying the greatness you were born with. You are not a bystander in your own life, you are the queen. And a queen does not wait for others to define her worth or chart her path. She stands tall, she commands respect. Not through arrogance, but through undeniable presence and purpose. She takes responsibility for her kingdom even when it feels overwhelming, because she knows that her strength is forged in the fire of adversity. Today, I am here to remind you of your potential, of the power you hold to transform your life and the lives of those around you. The question is not whether you have it in you. The question is whether you are ready to claim it. To embrace your inner royalty is to recognize in its most profound sense the inherent value and dignity that resides within you. It's not about pomp, grandeur, or entitlement. It's about understanding that each individual carries a unique capacity for greatness, a spark of potential that can illuminate the world when fully realized. The challenge, however, lies in navigating the labyrinth of self-doubt, societal expectations, and the ever-looming shadow of comparison. Yet, within that very struggle lies the path to uncovering your worth. Imagine for a moment that life is a kingdom, and you are both its ruler and its steward. As a ruler, you possess the authority to govern your choices, shape your destiny, and impact those around you. But authority is not without responsibility. To lead with integrity, you must first acknowledge the immense significance of your existence. Every thought, every action, every decision you make ripples outward, influencing the fabric of the world. Recognizing this is the first step toward understanding your worth, realizing that your presence is neither random nor inconsequential. Self-worth, however, is not bestowed. It is earned through the trials and tribulations of life. It is forged in the crucible of adversity, refined by the lessons learned from failure, and polished by the courage to rise again. When you falter, when the weight of life's burdens presses heavily on your shoulders, it is easy to succumb to the belief that you are inadequate. Yet, it is precisely in these moments of vulnerability that your strength is revealed. The willingness to confront your fears, to embrace your imperfections, and to strive toward improvement is the mark of true royalty. But what does it mean to see yourself as royalty without falling into arrogance? It means understanding that your worth is not derived from material success, external validation, or the accolades of others. It is rooted in the recognition of your intrinsic value as a human being, coupled with a commitment to self-betterment. This is not a static realization, but a dynamic process, one that requires constant effort and introspection. To embrace your inner royalty is to take responsibility for your life, to cultivate the virtues of discipline, humility, and compassion, and to seek a higher purpose beyond mere survival. And in that same paragraph, in a world that often prioritizes superficial metrics of success, wealth, status, appearance, it is all too easy to lose sight of what truly matters. But true worth is not found in fleeting achievements or the approval of others. It resides in the depth of your character, the strength of your convictions, and the authenticity with which you live. When you hold yourself to a higher standard, not out of obligation, but out of a genuine desire to grow, you begin to embody the essence of royalty. You become a beacon of resilience and integrity, inspiring others not through words, but through the quiet power of your example. To recognize your worth is also to understand the profound interconnectedness of all humanity. While each individual is unique, we are all bound by shared experiences, struggles, and aspirations. Your inner royalty is not a solitary crown. It is a reminder that your greatness is tied to your ability to uplift others. When you act with kindness, when you extend a hand to those in need, when you use your talents to contribute to the greater good, you affirm not only your value, but the value of those around you. In this way, embracing your inner royalty is an act of service, a testament to the transformative power of recognizing your worth. This journey is not without its challenges. The voices of doubt and insecurity will persist, whispering that you are not enough, that your efforts are futile, that your dreams are unattainable. But these voices, though loud, are not insurmountable. They are the echoes of past wounds, fears, and conditioning. To overcome them is to stand tall in the face of uncertainty, to declare that you are worthy not because of what you've achieved, but because of who you are and who you aspire to become. It is to reclaim your narrative, to write your story with courage and conviction. In embracing your inner royalty, you step into a role of immense responsibility. You become the architect of your life, the guardian of your dreams, and the champion of your values. This is no easy task. It requires unwavering commitment, relentless effort, and a willingness to face discomfort. But the rewards are immeasurable. When you recognize your worth, you unlock the potential to create a life of meaning, to forge deep and lasting connections, and to leave a legacy that transcends your own existence. Ultimately, to embrace your inner royalty is to embark on a journey of self-discovery and transformation. It is to acknowledge the extraordinary within the ordinary, to find beauty in the struggle, and to celebrate the triumphs that come from perseverance. It is to stand in the knowledge that you are worthy, not because of what you have done or what you possess, but because you are a unique and irreplaceable part of this vast and complex tapestry of life. And so the call to action is clear. Rise to meet the challenges before you, not with fear, but with faith in your ability to overcome. Seek to grow, to learn, to contribute, and to lead with integrity. Embrace your inner royalty, and in doing so, become a force for good in the world. Let your life be a testament to the power of recognizing your worth, a beacon of hope and inspiration for all who seek to do the same. Seek the light of heaven and inspiration for all who seek to do the same. Grace under pressure is a concept that many strive to achieve, but few truly embody. It is the art of maintaining composure, strength, and dignity when faced with adversity. In moments of stress, when the weight of the world seems to rest on your shoulders, it is easy to be overwhelmed. Yet true leadership is not about avoiding pressure, but rather navigating it with resilience, poise, and an unwavering sense of purpose. This is the hallmark of a leader who does not crumble when the storm hits, but stands tall, guiding others through turbulent times. When faced with challenges, there is a natural instinct to react, perhaps to panic, to give in to fear, or to retreat from the discomfort. These reactions are instinctive and they are part of the human experience. But leadership demands more than just reacting. It requires you to rise above the initial emotional impulses and instead respond with intention. Grace under pressure does not mean suppressing emotion, but rather channeling it in a way that drives clarity and action. It is about facing the storm with the courage to endure, knowing that your actions in these moments have the power to inspire and influence those around you. The key to grace under pressure lies in resilience. Resilience is the ability to adapt, to recover, and to grow in the face of adversity. It is not simply about enduring hardship, but learning from it. Life, in all its unpredictability, will throw countless challenges your way. You will encounter moments where you feel stretched to the limit, where every step forward feels like a struggle. But it is in these moments that your true character is forged. And resilience is not something that comes easily, and it is not something that is given to you. It is developed through experience, through failure, and through the resolve to keep moving forward, even when the road ahead seems impossible. Leading with strength and resilience means embracing difficulty and using it as a catalyst for growth. It means facing setbacks with the understanding that they are not the end of the journey, but rather a stepping stone along the way. Every challenge is an opportunity to refine your abilities, to sharpen your focus, and to develop a deeper sense of empathy and understanding. The pressure that you experience is not an obstacle to your success. It is a tool for transformation, shaping you into someone who is not only stronger but also more capable of helping others through their own struggles. Moreover, grace under pressure requires a deep sense of self-awareness. You must first understand your own emotions, limitations, and triggers. Only then can you effectively manage them in difficult situations. Self-awareness allows you to recognize when you are on the brink of losing your composure and gives you the tools to regain control. It is about acknowledging the pressure you are under without allowing it to define your response. By staying rooted in your values and principles, you can maintain your inner calm and clarity even when external circumstances threaten to destabilize you. But self-awareness is only part of the equation. The other part is the ability to remain connected to a higher purpose. Pressure often clouds our vision, making it difficult to see beyond the immediate stress or anxiety. In such moments, it is crucial to ground yourself in the bigger picture, to remind yourself of the greater goals that you are working toward. Leadership is not just about managing the present, but about keeping sight of the future. And it's about the ability to step back and view the challenge from a broader perspective, understanding that this moment, however intense, is just one piece of the larger puzzle. To lead with strength and resilience, you must also be willing to extend grace to others. True leadership is not about asserting dominance or control, but about lifting others up, even when you are struggling yourself. It is about recognizing that your role is not only to manage your own pressure, but to help others navigate theirs. By offering support, encouragement, and empathy, you can inspire others to handle their own challenges with grace. In doing so, you create a culture of resilience, one that is not based on perfection, but on the collective strength to face adversity together. And so I think our goal there was not just to eliminate disagreement. Our goal was to sustain disagreement, sustain it for a long period of time. Leading with grace under pressure also means having the courage to make difficult decisions, even when those decisions may not be popular. Leadership often requires you to act in the best interest of the group, even when it is uncomfortable or when you are under immense pressure. Making decisions in the face of uncertainty can be terrifying, but it is in those moments that true leaders emerge. The ability to stay calm, to weigh options rationally, and to act decisively is what separates effective leaders from those who falter under pressure. Another essential aspect of grace under pressure is maintaining a sense of perspective. It's easy to become consumed by the immediacy of a challenge, to lose sight of the fact that pressure is often temporary. In the heat of the moment, the problem at hand can feel like the end of the world. However, leaders must remind themselves that challenges are not eternal. They pass, they evolve, and they offer opportunities for growth. By maintaining perspective, you can weather the storm without being consumed by it. In the final analysis, leading with strength and resilience is a journey of continuous growth. It is about developing the emotional and mental fortitude to face adversity with courage, the wisdom to remain grounded in your values, and the compassion to support others along the way. Grace under pressure is not an innate quality, but a skill that can be cultivated through practice, patience, and self-reflection. It is the ability to move through life's challenges with a steady heart, a clear mind, and a deep commitment to your purpose. And while the path to grace may not always be easy, it is through these struggles that true leaders emerge, not as figures of perfection, but as individuals who have faced their own battles and emerged stronger, wiser, and more compassionate. And self-doubt is one of the most insidious forces in life. It lurks in the shadows of our minds, whispering lies about our worth, capability, and potential. It convinces us to shrink, to hesitate, to avoid stepping into the arena where life's battles are fought and won. But self-doubt is not an inevitable condition. It is a challenge, a test of your ability to see through its deception and rise above it. So saying, little Lando, overcoming self-doubt requires more than just wishing it away. It demands action, discipline, and a reorientation of how you perceive yourself and the world. The first step is to recognize the voice of self-doubt for what it truly is. It is not the voice of truth, nor is it some immutable law of nature. It is a construct of fear born out of past failures, rejections, or insecurities. Its power lies in repetition, in convincing you to believe in its narrative. To overcome it, you must confront it directly, exposing its weakness. You do this not by denying its presence, but by challenging its validity. Ask yourself, are these doubts rooted in evidence, or are they the exaggerated echoes of old wounds? Often you will find that they lack any real foundation, and in seeing this, you begin to loosen their grip. But awareness alone is not enough. To move beyond self-doubt, you must take deliberate action that builds your confidence. Confidence is not something you are born with, it is something you earn. It is the result of confronting challenges, facing fears, and proving to yourself through action that you are capable. Begin with small, meaningful tasks. Set a goal, no matter how modest, and commit to achieving it. Each accomplishment becomes a brick in the throne of confidence you are constructing. Over time, as you build upon these successes, your foundation grows stronger, and the voice of self-doubt grows quieter. Understand that failure is an inevitable part of this process. There will be setbacks, moments when you falter or fall short. But failure is not your enemy, it is your teacher. It reveals where you need to grow, where you must adapt or try again. Instead of allowing failure to feed your self-doubt, use it as fuel to push forward. The queen does not abandon her kingdom at the first sign of trouble. She learns, she adjusts, and she returns stronger. Another key to overcoming self-doubt is to surround yourself with the right influences. The people you allow into your life play a significant role in shaping your self-perception. Seek out those who uplift you, who see your potential even when you cannot. Let their encouragement remind you of your worth, but do not become dependent on their validation. True confidence comes from within, from knowing that you are valuable and capable regardless of external opinions. Discipline is also crucial in this journey. It is not enough to occasionally push past self-doubt. You must cultivate the habit of doing so consistently. This means holding yourself accountable, even when it is uncomfortable. It means showing up for yourself, day after day, especially when the temptation to retreat is strongest. Discipline is the force that transforms fleeting moments of courage into a lifelong pattern of confidence. As you build this throne of confidence, remember that it is not about arrogance or superiority. It is about stepping into the fullness of who you are, embracing your strengths and acknowledging your weaknesses without shame. Confidence is not the absence of doubt, but the decision to move forward despite it. It is the willingness to take up space in the world, to own your voice and your presence, and to contribute your unique gifts. Your throne is not built in isolation. It is constructed through your interactions with the world, through the roles you take on and the responsibilities you shoulder. Embrace these responsibilities, for they are opportunities to prove to yourself that you are capable. The more you take on, the more you will realize that you can handle. Responsibility, though heavy at times, is what gives life meaning and purpose. And this is the kind of responsibility, though heavy at times, is what gives life meaning and purpose. It is what transforms self-doubt into self-assurance as you witness the impact of your actions and the strength you possess. Remember, too, that confidence is not a destination, it is a journey. It requires continual effort, continual growth. There will always be moments of doubt, challenges that test your resolve. But each time you face them, you grow stronger, more resilient. Each time you refuse to give in to the whispers of self-doubt, you reinforce the truth of your worth and capability. Building your throne of confidence is about reclaiming your power. It is about stepping into the role you were meant to play, not as a passive observer, but as an active participant in your life. It is about recognizing that you are not defined by your past, your mistakes, or your fears. You are defined by your choices, by your willingness to rise above the limitations you once believed in. You are a queen, And the throne you build is not just for you, it is for the world you influence. By overcoming self-doubt and embracing confidence, you inspire others to do the same. Your courage becomes a beacon, a reminder that greatness is not reserved for a select few, but is available to anyone willing to claim it. To crown yourself daily is a profound practice, a commitment to live each day with purpose, dignity, and an unwavering sense of self-respect. It's not about external validation or recognition, but rather an internal decision to embody your highest ideals, regardless of the circumstances you may face. This is an act of personal sovereignty, claiming your worth, setting your own standards, and determining the course of your life with deliberate intention. Yet, it requires you to rise above the noise of external pressures, the distractions that pull you away from your true path, and to focus on living a life that reflects your deepest values. Each day presents an opportunity for you to reaffirm your worth, to remind yourself that you are not merely drifting through existence, but actively creating your reality. To crown yourself is to accept the responsibility of shaping your life and living with purpose, with the understanding that your actions are the most powerful statement of who you are. It's an acknowledgement that you have agency, that your choices matter, and that the direction you take in life is, to a large degree, up to you. Living with purpose begins with the recognition of your own potential. Every individual has an inherent value, a unique set of talents, skills, and qualities that, when harnessed and applied, can bring about meaningful change. Too often we allow ourselves to be distracted by the trivialities of life or bogged down by the weight of external expectations. But in doing so, we lose sight of the extraordinary potential within us. To crown yourself daily is to remind yourself that you are not defined by your limitations or past mistakes, but by the vision of who you are becoming. Dignity, on the other hand, is the foundation upon which this daily crowning is built. It is the internal sense of worth and respect that is not dependent on the approval of others. Dignity is a quiet strength, a deep knowing that you are worthy of respect, regardless of your current circumstances or the judgments of those around you. It's an unwavering commitment to honor yourself, to hold yourself to a standard of integrity, and to act in accordance with your values. Even when it's difficult or when the world around you does not seem to notice. When you live with dignity, you stand firm in your identity, refusing to compromise your principles for fleeting comforts or the approval of others. You accept that the journey will not always be easy, that there will be times when you will face criticism, rejection, or failure, but in those moments you do not bend or break. You remain true to yourself, knowing that your worth is not determined by the fleeting judgments of others, but by your own commitment to your highest ideals. If eu espero ser dignos epoesseepoesseepeseo. This is what it means to live with dignity. To act in accordance with your truth, regardless of external circumstances. So, crowning yourself daily also involves making intentional choices about how you use your time, energy, and resources. Life is precious, and every moment is an opportunity to live in alignment with your purpose. It's easy to fall into the trap of distraction, of letting the days slip by without truly considering how they are spent. But if you are to live with purpose, you must be conscious of how you direct your energy. The choices you make today will shape the person you become tomorrow. Purpose is not always a grand, sweeping vision. It can be found in the smallest of actions, the way you treat others, the integrity with which you carry out your work, the level of commitment you bring to the things that matter most. Each of these seemingly small acts is a reflection of your character, a daily decision to live with intention and to act in accordance with the values that define who you are. Crowning yourself daily means that you do not allow life to pass you by without actively engaging with it. It's about showing up fully every single day and choosing to live with integrity, with respect for yourself and others. Moreover, crowning yourself daily requires the courage to face your own flaws and limitations. It is easy to ignore the aspects of yourself that are uncomfortable, to push them aside and pretend that they do not exist. But true dignity comes from facing these imperfections head-on, acknowledging them, and working toward growth. To crown yourself is to accept responsibility for your own development, to confront your weaknesses with courage, and to be committed to becoming the best version of yourself. This is not about perfection, but about progress, a daily commitment to be better than you were yesterday. Living with purpose and dignity also means making peace with the inevitable struggles and setbacks of life. No journey is without its challenges, and there will be times when the weight of the world seems too heavy to bear. In these moments, it's easy to lose sight of your purpose, to question your worth, or to give in to despair. But even in the darkest times, there is value in choosing to stand tall, to rise again, and to keep moving forward. Life will test you, and it will often feel as though it is trying to break you. But it is in these moments that your true strength is revealed. By choosing to live with dignity, even in the face of hardship, you not only grow stronger, but also become a beacon of hope and inspiration to others. And that is the place we have to start." End quote. The key to crowning yourself daily is to recognize that it is not an external achievement, but an internal practice. It's not about winning the approval of others, about reaching some external measure of success, but about living in alignment with your deepest values. It is about acting with integrity, about showing up for yourself and others, and about committing to your own growth and well-being. So, when you crown yourself each day, you remind yourself that you are worthy of greatness, that you have a purpose to fulfill, and that you have the strength and dignity to navigate whatever challenges life may throw your way. This practice is not easy, and it will not always feel comfortable. But the rewards are immense. When you live with purpose and dignity, you unlock a sense of fulfillment and meaning that cannot be found in external validation. You become a person who is at peace with themselves, who lives with clarity and conviction, and who inspires others to do the same. Crowning yourself daily is a commitment to live with integrity, to rise above mediocrity, and to embrace the extraordinary potential that resides within you. It is a decision to stand firm in your worth, to honor yourself with every choice you make, and to live each day as a testament to your strength, your resilience, and your purpose. Taking charge of your life requires a deep understanding of what you stand for and a clear vision of where you are heading. It is a declaration to yourself and to the world that you will no longer drift aimlessly, but instead you will carve a path forward with intention and resolve. At the heart of this transformation lies the power of setting boundaries and goals. These are the tools that allow you to shape your reality, to protect what is precious, and to strive for what is meaningful. Boundaries are not walls meant to isolate, they are frameworks that preserve your integrity and well-being. Without boundaries, you risk being pulled in every direction, responding to the demands and expectations of others without considering what truly matters to you. Boundaries define where you end and the rest of the world begins. They allow you to say no without guilt and yes without resentment. They are the foundation of a life lived with purpose rather than in reaction to external forces. Setting boundaries begins with self-respect. It requires an honest assessment of your needs, values, and limits. What are the things you hold most dear? What are the non-negotiables in your life? These questions demand introspection, a willingness to confront uncomfortable truths about what you have tolerated in the past and why. Perhaps you have allowed others to take advantage of your kindness or dismissed your own needs in the pursuit of approval. Recognizing these patterns is the first step in reclaiming your power. Once you have clarity, you must communicate your boundaries with conviction. This is not about aggression or creating conflict. It is about asserting yourself with dignity and respect. There will be resistance. Some may not understand or appreciate the changes you are making, but that is not your burden to carry. Your responsibility is to remain firm, to honor the commitment you have made to yourself. Over time, you will find that the people who truly value you will respect these boundaries, and those who do not may fade away, leaving room for healthier relationships to flourish. As you establish boundaries, you create the space necessary to focus on your goals. Goals are the compass that guide your journey, the milestones that mark your progress toward a life of meaning and fulfillment. Without goals, you risk wandering aimlessly, reacting to the demands of the moment without a clear sense of direction. Goals provide structure, purpose, and motivation. They remind you that you are moving toward something greater, something worth striving for. Setting goals begins with identifying what truly matters to you. This is not about chasing fleeting desires or superficial achievements. It is about connecting with your deeper aspirations. What kind of person do you want to become? What legacy do you wish to leave behind? These are not questions to be answered lightly. They require time, reflection, and a willingness to dream boldly. Once you have a vision, break it down into actionable steps. Grand aspirations can feel overwhelming, even unattainable if viewed as a single monolithic task. By dividing them into smaller, manageable goals, you create a roadmap that allows for steady progress. Celebrate each milestone along the way, no matter how small. Each step forward reinforces your belief in your ability to succeed and builds the momentum necessary to tackle greater challenges. Goals also demand discipline and perseverance. It is not enough to set them. You must commit to the actions required to achieve them. This will often mean making sacrifices, foregoing short-term pleasures for long-term gains. It will mean facing setbacks and failures with resilience, refusing to give up when the path becomes difficult. But it is in these moments of struggle that you discover your strength. You learn that progress is not always linear, that the journey is as important as the destination. In taking charge of your life, it is crucial to align your boundaries and goals. Boundaries create the environment in which your goals can thrive, protecting your time, energy, and focus from unnecessary distractions. Goals, in turn, give meaning to your boundaries, ensuring that they are not arbitrary but serve a greater purpose. Together, they form a powerful framework for personal growth and self-mastery. This process also requires humility and the willingness to adapt. As you grow and change, so too will your understanding of what matters most. Boundaries may need to be adjusted, goals refined. This is not a sign of failure, but of wisdom. Life is dynamic, and your ability to respond to its complexities with flexibility and grace is a testament to your strength. Taking charge is not just about achieving external success. It is about becoming the person you are meant to be. It is about living in alignment with your values, contributing meaningfully to the world, and finding joy in the journey. It is about realizing that you are not a victim of circumstance, but an active participant in your own destiny. You have the power to shape your life, to rise above the noise, and to create something extraordinary. When you set boundaries and goals, you send a message not only to the world, but to yourself. You declare that you are worthy of respect, of effort, of success. You affirm that your life has meaning, that your time and energy are valuable. You acknowledge that you are a queen, not because of any external validation, but because you have chosen to step into that role. You have chosen to take charge, to lead with purpose, and to build a life that reflects your highest potential. And so parents who are frustrated that your children won't play the games that you play with or set all right by your values' potential, as we conclude, remember this: a queen is not defined by a crown or a title, but by her choices, her strength, and her unwavering belief in her worth. The world may test you, but within you lies the power to rise, to lead, and to transform. Stand tall, speak with purpose, and walk with grace, knowing you have the strength to face any challenge. Claim your throne not through entitlement, but through effort, courage, and determination. So you ready? We're going to start the race. The journey is yours to own, and the world is waiting for you to shine. You are a queen now. Act like one.